What's going on, guys? It's Garrett here from EV Charger Fast. I got a really good one for you today I want you to watch. I have a customer that's saying that the wall connector from Tesla that we installed is defective and there's a problem. So before we replace it, I have special test equipment. I want to show you how to use it. So this is my personal car, so we're just doing training. So what I'm going to do is disconnect my wall connector, and I'm going to use this device here. Hey Ken, come on over here and take a look. Get a close-up of this. This is a Fluke FEV 100. This is a really nice tool. This is the only tool that you really can see behind the scenes of a Tesla or any type of EVSC charging equipment. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect it. Oh, doesn't connect, right? Because this is J1772. So we're going to use an adapter. I got this adapter on eBay. I'm sorry, on Amazon. I'll leave you a link in the description for this. I really recommend this connector. You're going to push down on this red button and you're going to connect it. It's going to lock in place. And now what I'm going to do is mate up the male and female of the J1772, and I'm going to be doing a couple of series of tests. Here we go. Test number one, once you connect it. Now this device has no batteries, no power needed. It takes its power from the wall charger. So first thing we're gonna do is make sure we're in A, that's off. So we're gonna leave it in A and we're gonna see if this light is on. Because this light is off, we're good. If the unit was miswired and there was a grounding issue, that light would be on. Test number one. Test number two is, let's bump the resistance a little bit with our finger. This is a pre-test. If I put my finger there, if that light even glows or illuminates, you got a problem, you need to call us. So this is test number two. Test number three is going to be to measure the plug pilot, the plug present signal. And this is what this customer is saying. He's saying he's got to plug his Tesla in 3 different times before it will start charging. And he brought the car to a service center and they said the car is fine. So that's why we're doing this test. First thing we're going to do is we're going to simulate that the car is in place. This is actually pretending to be a car, even though it's a charger. I mean, a testing part. So plugging it in would be selecting B. When I select B, I'm going to look at my voltmeter. It's going to communicate and it should give me 10 volts. I got 10 volts. Perfect. So that's test number 3, right? Okay. Test number 3, 10 volts. Test number 4, we want to see if the charger will come on when we ask for it. This is the control pilot signal. This is the 1000 hertz signal. Stand by for that. I'm going to turn this on. 3, 2, 1. I heard that little click. That was my Tesla wall connector turning on and my voltage is now present. So the next test, test number 4, is going to be to measure that frequency. And you need a special meter for this, guys. This is all specialized equipment. This is a Fluke 87 that has hertz. I should read 1000, and I do. So that's past that test. So this is the signal that is used to communicate with your car to determine how much power is going in and out of the car. This 1000 hertz it's a square wave, and the width of the square wave will determine how much current goes into your car. That on another video. All right, next test is let's measure the output of the car. We want to measure the 240 volt. And you can only do that with this type of device. So I'm going to shut my meter off. I'm on. You can see it's giving me the warning light that I'm on, and I should have 240 volt coming in. And I do. Okay, so I've passed all my tests. So I've passed my ground test, I've passed my plug present test, I've passed my control pilot test, I've passed my voltage test. Now I want to test for safety. And we got 2 different tests. We have a GFCI test and a grounding fault test. Let's do the GFCI fault test first. Pushing this button is going to simulate a GFCI fault. Okay, there's no GFCI on this charger. Okay, if there was a GFCI breaker on this charger, that would trip off. So that's why that didn't trip off. Let's check the grounding. Okay, that shut it off. So that ground error, that shut it off. So this proves that Tesla wall connectors are not GFCI protected. If they were, that would trip off at that point. So it's important to possibly put a GFCI breaker feeding your charger. And that concludes the test for today, guys. So You have any questions? EV charger fast. Don't forget my electrician school. We're going to get to work. I just trained a couple of guys behind the scenes that are watching us right now. They're going to take this test equipment, go to the customer, find out what the problem is. We always carry Tesla products in stock, so we'll bring a spare charger with us. We'll test it. If it all tests and it still doesn't work, we'll change the charger for the customer just to keep the customer satisfied and then address it directly with Tesla. Thank you guys. EV Charger Fast, Garrett Henderson, Chris, Ken. See you guys.